Anglicizing Names Episode 8, Duki by Andrea Marchetti. Some days ago, another great fan of mine, Andrea, sent me this contribution which I really loved about Duki, an Argentinian rapper. She has just made quite a research and therefore all credits go to her. So let's start off with his first name, which is Mauro. Mauro is a name that originally comes from Latin Maurus. Maurus was used to refer to the Berber peoples in northern Africa who used to have a darker skin tone. So basically that's what it means, like someone who has a dark skin, Maurus. And whoever came from this land, he was called Mauritius. And a short version of Mauritius is Maurice. Therefore, the translation of Mauro in this case is going to be Morris. Ezekiel is his second name, and this one comes from biblical Hebrew, Yehezkel, and it translates into English as Ezekiel. Therefore, his second name is going to be Ezekiel. His father's last name is Lombardo, which is used to refer to someone who is a citizen of Lombardy, or that comes from Lombardy in northern Italy. In this case, it translates into Lombard. Now, usually because of the English tradition of just using the father's last name, I do not include the mother's last name, but for this one, I'm going to make quite an exception. Why? Because Andrea gave us a very interesting background of her mother's last name, which is Quiroga. Now, Quiroga is of Galician origin, for the valley of Quiroga in Galicia, Spain. Now, the first hypothesis regarding the origin, the roots of Quiroga, is the pre-Roman root Cairo, which means stone. The second one is that it comes from the Galician word for the heather plant, which is Quiroga. Therefore, we have three options for Quiroga. The first one being stone, the second one being heather, just like heather alone, or the third one is going to be Heathfield, which means field of heathers. Therefore, the possible options for the Anglicization of Duki are going to be Maurice Ezekiel Lombard, Maurice Ezekiel Lombard Stone, Maurice Ezekiel Lombard Heather, or Maurice Ezekiel Lombard Heathfield. Which one do you prefer? Put it down below in comments. Known for some of his greatest hits such as Trip, If You Feel Lonely, She Don't Give a Fuck. Which other celebrity or fictional character do you want me to anglicize? Put it down below in comments as well. If you want to leave a contribution and appear on the next episode of Anglicizing Names or Hispanicizing Names, send it to my DM and follow me for more interesting facts.